Hi everyone, I'm Niveda. I'm from Zoho Support team, and I'm going to be your host for today's webinar. The title for today's webinar is Question Types and How to Use Them in Your Survey. So this is going to be today's agenda. First, we'll look at the importance of using the correct question type in your survey. Next, we'll move through the various question types and when and how to use them in your survey. Then we'll have a quick live demo, and then we'll open up for questions. On a side note, the Zoho Survey support team is on standby to help you with your questions. You can drop the questions on the chat bar to your left. So, importance of using the correct question type. Broadly, survey questions are categorized as closed or open-ended, but which question should you use? That is the most important thing. The question type you choose affects the overall journey of the respondent and the quality of the responses you receive. So, while choosing your survey questions, it is important to keep the objective of the survey in your mind. The question type, when you choose the correct one, allows you to gain reliable insights, acquire relevant answers, increase the engagement for your survey, and enhance the customer experience. Now, moving on, we are going to see the different types of survey questions. As I said before, there are primarily two survey question types, close-ended and open-ended. Close-ended questions are quantitative to the point and they give you the fact that you need. In close-ended questions, the surveyor needs to provide the answer options and the respondent needs to pick from the given options. Whereas in open-ended questions, the responses are qualitative, elaborate, and more free-form. The respondents can answer in their own words. Now we look at each of the close-ended questions and open-ended questions in detail. Close-ended questions. Now, multiple choice question is one of the most common survey question types. Users can use multiple choice question when you have a handful of options and you need to display all the options at once to the user. The respondent can look at all the options and select the chosen option with a single click. This reduces the time taken for each question. Multiple choice question also supports one answer and multiple answer types. Next, drop down questions. When you have a pool of options and you don't want to display all of them at once, you can go for the drop down question. In drop down question, the options will only be listed when the user clicks on the drop down. Thereby, it reduces the visible length of the survey. Drop down question also supports one answer and multiple answer types. Now, when should you choose drop down question over and multiple choice question? For example, let's take an question given in the screenshot. Please select your preferred choice of cuisine. Say you have listed 100 options. When you choose a multiple choice question, you would have to show all the options at once. It would decrease the accessibility of the options and make the overall theme extensive. So that's when you go for the multiple answer drop down question. The multiple answer drop down question supports a search field where the user can search for the required option and click on that, and that option will be chosen. Moving on, the image selection question. When you want to use images to better convey your option, you have to go for the multiple choice image selection question. The visualization increases the engagement and enhances the overall appearance of the survey. Image selection question also supports one answer and multiple answer types. Now, rating question. When you want to measure the opinions and feelings about a certain topic, rating question is the perfect choice. Or if you want to convey a statement and ask the respondent how much do they agree or disagree with the statement, rating question is the perfect choice. We support a variety of representation types in rating questions like numbers, circles, boxes, smileys, and etc. We have multiple types of rating questions like Likert scale, where you can change the option scale as per your requirement, or the weighted choice question, where you can assign custom weightage to each option, and the star rating question, which shows the required number of stars as options. Slider scale. In slider scale, a slider will be shown, and if needed, the surveyor can customize the start value, end value, and the step value. NPS question or Net Promoter Score question. When you want to measure how likely customers are to promote your product, you should go for the NPS question. NPS question supports representation types like numbers, smileys, boxes, circles, full rectangles, and custom images too. Based on the chosen option, the respondents will be categorized as promoters, passives, and detractors. This categorization of the respondents will be further used to calculate the NPS score. The percentage of promoters with the percentage of detractors will give you the overall NPS score. Ranking question. The ranking question can be used to rank the options in the order of the preference. Ranking question captures more information than a simple multiple choice question. That is, if you use a ranking question, you're not just allowing the respondent to choose a single option. They're, they're allowed to choose their preference of across all the options. So it gives so much more information than a simple multiple choice question. But it is to be noted that the user should have knowledge of all the options to rank one of them against the other. To explain that, please look at the sample question given in the slide. I'm asking the respondent to rank the products in order of their preference. I have listed the options cappuccino, espresso, latte, and americano. In order for the respondent to choose one option over the other, they would have to have knowledge of all the options. Say I want to give espresso the first rank and americano the second rank. I would have to know what an americano tastes like and what an espresso tastes like, what cappuccino and latte taste like to rank them in the preferred order. Moving on, Boolean question. Boolean questions are simple, straightforward yes or no questions. Thereby, they require far lesser time compared to other questions. They also support checkbox or toggle formats. Matrix type close-ended questions. Matrix type questions are complex version of close-ended questions where you can ask multiple related questions with the same answer options. In multiple choice questions, you would have to ask one question with a variety of options. What if you have to use the same options with a related question, but it's an entirely different one? That's when matrix type comes in. In matrix type, the questions are organized and are more logical. Thereby, they increase the quality and reduce the abandonment rate of your survey. We support different matrix type close-ended questions like matrix choice, one answer and many answer, matrix drop down, matrix rating scale, Likert and weightage, and matrix star rating. Matrix type questions inherently allow the user to compare and relate each row and column fields and produce so much more information than a simple close-ended question. Please take a look at the screenshot given in this slide. I'm asking how satisfied are you with the following, and I'm asking if they are satisfied, dissatisfied, or just normal across three different sections: their website, customer service, and the overall product. If I had gone for a simple multiple choice question, I would have to ask three different questions. How satisfied are you with the website? How satisfied are you with the customer service? And how satisfied are you with the overall product? To avoid that, I have chosen to go for the matrix type questions and list that in the required order. These are the close-ended questions. Moving on, we are going to see about open-ended questions. As I said before, open-ended questions are more qualitative, free form, and allow your respondent to choose their own words. Short answer and long answer questions. If you want the user to just go for their own qualitative words to describe the explanation for a question, you can go for short and long answers. Short answer question, as the name indicates, is a single line response to the question. User can customize the question to support only required formats. For example, if you want to allow only IP address or US phone numbers or US states or only text in your field, you can customize it as per your requirement. Long answer questions are essay and descriptive responses. Short answer questions allow up to 255 characters, whereas long answer questions allow up to 20,000 characters. Of course, the limit is customizable. Specific field questions. This is a type of question which is already predefined and allows only the required formats. Number question strictly acquires only numeric responses. The user can choose to opt for allowing decimal or not allowing decimal responses. The email question is used to acquire valid email address formats. Date and time question is allowed to acquire a specific date and time. Date and time question is also customizable to acquire responses in certain formats like date, month, year, or month, date, year as per your requirement. Now, multiple text box question. When you want to group related open-ended fields together, you have to go for the multiple text box question. In that, we support a variety of field types like short answer, number, email, and date. You can mix and match as per your requirement. The multiple text box question provides an overview of interrelated responses. That is, each field response will be related to the overall question and each field will be interrelated to each other to give an overview of what the question actually demands. Now, continuous sum question is used to calculate sum of multiple numeric fields. And continuous sum question also supports validation of the sum. Say you want to validate the sum of the fields to be equal to a given value, continuous sum can do that. The full name question is used to collect first and last names in a single question. Contact information question is used to collect demographic information like first name, last name, company, address, city, country, state, etc. Matrix grid question. When you want to group multiple related open-ended fields together as rows and columns, you have to go for matrix grid question. We support a variety of field types like short answer, number, email, date, and drop-down. Matrix grid questions, they provide an overview of responses from each row and column. Please take a look at the sample question given in the screenshot. I'm asking the respondent to share their opinion on the following products and their attributes. I've listed phone, laptop, and headphones, and various qualities of each product like durability, pricing, value for money, and percentage chance for repurchase. Now, when I say interrelated responses from each row and column, I'm saying if I want to get data about the phone's pricing, I can just go for the phone row and pricing column and get the response. Similarly, if I want to check the value for money for headphones, I can go to value for money column and headphones row and get that response. Moving on, signature question. Signature question is used to obtain digital signatures on the given canvas. The canvas will be displayed on the form and the respondent can use their preferred device of choice and sign on the canvas. Signature question is primarily used to authenticate a respondent's identity. This question is mostly used on official documents where the respondent has to validate their identity. Digital signatures are becoming a convenient replacement for physical signatures. Moving on, file upload question. File upload questions are used to acquire files of various formats. The surveyor can optimize the fields to allow only certain file formats and of defined file sizes. They can choose to add multiple fields or just a single field. The files can be uploaded from the respondent's device. Now we are going to look at a short live demo. Okay, this is the survey I already have. I'm going to add a contact information question. This is the contact information question. I just have to click on the contact information question and place it where it is required on the page. Now, I just want the first name and I don't want address, and I just save the question. And if I want to go for a short answer question, I'll just open up the question, customize the field, and ask, what is your go-to drink? And I'll just say text only and save the question. The questions we have discussed so far is listed on the left panel of the builder window. As you can see, these are all the questions. We have covered all of them. The questions are categorized as choice type questions, and then you'll see the matrix questions here, and then the open-ended fields here. You can go and search for the required question and use that in your survey. We are going to now end the session. You can contact us on the following handles through mail, our LinkedIn profile, our Facebook handle, our Instagram page, or our Twitter page. Please reach out to us for further questions. And that's the end of the session. Thank you so much.